All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off with giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem HaKakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And Shalom to sincere, hopeful, like brothers and sisters listen and learn. And to you brothers preaching and teaching this truth through the four corners of the earth. It's the brother Nathan, Kamali G. Mess Indianapolis camp. Coming back with a quick little small documentary, a little 8-minute video I'm going to play of HAARP technology from 1995. And just going in, with the recent hurricanes that just happened and other different weather events that we've seen across the earth, the last several years, where, people are raising up red flags, whether they be natural or, using a device like HAARP. But, at the end of the day, we know it's all Yahweh Shemel Shai, rather. Esau, the Lord, it's all goes back to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Proverbs 20 and 24 reads, man's goings are of the Lord, how then can a man understand his own way? So Yahweh Shemel Shai puts it in these people's minds to do what they do, even including us to preach and teach this word and to stand up for Yahweh Shemel Shai and this truth. We're under the power of the Lord, so we're only doing what the Lord allows us to do, and the wicked are only doing what the Lord allows them to do. All right, so we'll get right into it.
In 1993, the FAA started warning pilots to stay away from a certain section of airspace over Alaska. The U.S. government was experimenting with a new breed of high-altitude electronic technology that was significantly altering the Alaskan airspace. The experiments continue to this day, and critics are warning that this project could have global effects that will destroy our planet.
Now check this out. It's 1995. They're saying that this effects could destroy the planet. All right, because like I said, you're manipulating the weather to how you want to do it. This is all part of Esau Edom, the so-called white man's plan to be what? He puts himself in the seat of the Most High, Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that real quick. This was sitteth in the seat. Hold on. All right, this is I'll just start at the top. The 2 Thessalonians 2:1. It says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, right? And we've, like I said, what, Jeremiah, I believe 17:4, if I'm not mistaken. We lost our heritage as the children of Israel, here in this captivity under Esau, even the so-called white man. All right, so we fell away for a time, and now we're being brought back through the spirit power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Slack you, a little under the weather. It says, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, right? The son of destruction, right? That man of sin is who? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Okay. It says, verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. And see, this is part of Esau Edom, the so-called white man, his pride. He thinks he's higher than the Most High. He thinks he is the Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right. So when they get puffed up by this technology, just like how the Lord allows them, to get this weaponry and these nuclear missiles, and they get puffed up, but that's the Lord's technology. It's like it. Just like this HAARP device, right? This is Yahweh Shemel Shah's weather manipulation technology. It's like it. So that's why these devils, man, are so puffed up, because they really think they're the Most High. That's why. Bear with me. It's like it. That's why. That's why even with the chip technology, the mark of the beast. All right, Revelation 13:16. All right, they want to take control of everybody. All right, because they're setting themselves up as the Most High. All right, so let's get playing on this video. I just want to start off with that.
In Alaska, the rugged, pristine wilderness is timeless, most of it remaining just as it has for thousands of years. In the midst of all this natural beauty, just outside the small town of Gakona, stands an enormous and seemingly harmless antenna farm. It is a $100 million Air Force project known as HAARP, and critics of the soon-to-be completed facility charge it just may turn out to be the ultimate doomsday machine.
It's got all the marks of Dr. Strangelove on it.
HAARP is an acronym for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. According to Program Manager John Hesher, HAARP is a research facility designed to study the ionosphere.
All the military have communications, surveillance, navigation systems whose paths either traverse the ionosphere or reflect from it. And so we need to be very careful about what we know about it and how we study it. What we're interested in is what is the effect of a large input of energy on the ionosphere.
The ionosphere is the outermost layer of the Earth's atmosphere. It is part of an electromagnetic field that keeps out harmful solar and cosmic radiation. One visible effect of the sun's rays hitting the ionosphere is the aurora borealis, known as the northern lights. The ionosphere also plays a vital role in worldwide radio communication.
The first transmission of radio waves across the ocean were quite a surprise when it was first done. People thought there'd be no chance to transmit the signals across the ocean by wireless. And in fact, what the ionosphere does is act like a mirror. And so you transmit a signal and it bounces off the ionosphere, then it bounces off the Earth.
When HAARP is fully operational, it will transmit extremely powerful blasts of high-frequency radio waves directly up into the atmosphere, superheating the electrons that make up the ionosphere. This will cause them to disperse, effectively punching a hole in the ionosphere.
But after you turn the instrument off, this thing kind of moves around and it gets replenished. And within a few minutes, it's back to where you can't even detect that there's a hole anymore.
The Air Force says that manipulating the ionosphere and studying the effect will allow them to improve the efficiency of communications, navigation, and surveillance systems. But researchers outside the military see HAARP as a high-tech weapon with global implications.
The way I see HAARP as it is right now, it is a premier, top-notch, high-energy radio physics experiment, and it has definite military applications.
Journalist Mark Farmer lives in Alaska and has written about the potential impact of HAARP for both Jane's Defense Weekly and Popular Science magazine. He believes that HAARP will be used to take giant X-rays of Earth.
Earth-penetrating tomography is a technique using extremely low-frequency radio waves. Today in geophysical probing, scientists will use explosives or a machine that thumps the ground to produce these waves, but HAARP will stimulate the auroral electrojet to make an antenna thousands of miles long that will emit these ELF waves.
Farmer's research indicates that the extremely low-frequency waves would be capable of penetrating several kilometers into the Earth, ferreting out nuclear storage facilities and other underground military installations.
This is producing surveillance systems able to detect stealthy cruise missiles and aircraft. These are systems that will enable us to communicate at higher data rates and at greater distances with our ballistic missile submarines.
While the Air Force insists HAARP is not an offensive weapon and is necessary for continuing national security, Alaska native Nick Begich proposes a different scenario in this new book.
The things that we found in other Air Force documents, one in particular was a document put together in '82. The document was called Low Intensity Conflict in Modern Technology, with a foreword by none other than Newt Gingrich. In one section spoke about using radio frequency radiation transmitters for disrupting.
See, and these Edomite devils that have been, you know, in Congress and, you know, and these politicians or whatever, right? See, Newt Gingrich, he's still in the game. Here it is, 2024, you know, he's still in the mix. So what was that tell you? You know, these Esau boy, he does a diligent search, and then he also, Esau is patient. All right, Esau will, you know, they're doing stuff that they've been putting together, you know, 20, 30, 40 years plus, you know, you know, away. You know, that's why, you know, Esau's always on that, on 2050 and by 2062, you know, that's how Esau always does. So they plan shit, you know, and they're patient. They work they fucking magic, right? So here it is, this documentary in 1995. Then that document, the Newt Gingrich, it was involved in, what he said, in the 80s, right? So now here it is, 2024, you know. So it goes to show you, man, hey, these damn devils, man. All right.
And thinking for basically debilitating troops invisibly by being able to bombard them with radio frequency that was tuned to just the right frequency, in just the right waveform, so as to totally disrupt their mental process and basically debilitate those troops.
So even using that as a weapon to mess with the troops' mind, you know. See?
Because of HAARP's potential to disrupt the Earth's magnetic field, many observers are concerned that it will damage the biomagnetic sensors that migratory animals like salmon and birds depend upon.
Anything that HAARP can do to the magnetic field is orders of magnitude.
That's why MANASSEH said what? Roughly paraphrasing, I think in Revelation, like, what destroyed him that destroyed the earth. All right. And Esau was in control. Job 9:24 says what? The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. All right. What wicked? Well, who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, pursuing the Malachi 1:4. That they are the border of wickedness. All right. So when it comes to wickedness, all right, they're the foundation of it. All right. And guess what? Who set them up? How about Shimon Shai? All right, so, you know, Esau, Edom is just a tool, you know, a piece in the movie that the Lord uses. All right, they're the villains. All right, and they elected the nation of Israel. Hey, that's the heroes of the story, you know, starting with our Lord, Yahweh Shai. You know,
Is smaller than the natural variations of the Earth's field. So I would have to say, no, there's nothing we can do to affect the salmon.
But what generates the most concern by far is HAARP's ability to tamper with and punch holes in the ionosphere.
The thing that one of the Air Force documents points out is that they want to use this heater to create enough energy in the ionosphere to get a runaway effect up to the next stabilizing level, whatever that might be.
It's precisely whatever that might be that worries Dr. Patrick Flanagan, a physicist who believes the ionosphere is extremely fragile.
The ionosphere is a chaotic system that is on the edge of instability. So the trigger point for HAARP would be that energy and that frequency which throws the ionosphere into chaos. In other words, it would be that point which throws it over the edge.
For example, it is believed that a hole in the Earth's ozone layer has caused an increase in infrared radiation, contributing to the melting of the polar ice caps and forcing New Zealand children to wear protective clothing to school. Flanagan and others believe the potential danger from a hole in the ionosphere is much greater.
It could create a change in the ionospheric shield that protects us from cosmic radiation. We're worried about the ozone layer. The ozone layer is nothing compared to what HAARP could do. You know, we're worried about ultraviolet light. That's just a very harmless ray compared to some of those energy streams or particles that are coming from outer space that are being deflected by this natural shield around the Earth. And this is what HAARP wants to play with.
Critics worry that HAARP has been placed in the hands of too few, and that international debate is necessary to fully explore all the potential dangers that this project may soon unleash, a proposal in which the Air Force has shown little interest to date.
Once we open this box, and it is a veritable Pandora's box, we're not going to be able to close it. And of course, once you acquire a technology, you want bigger and better aspects of it. And then we come into the questions of whether or not, if we go big, if we go better, if we're going to cause damage to our planet.
Proponents of HAARP insist the danger has been grossly exaggerated. The project continues to move forward as scheduled and will be fully operational by 1997.
Next, they started an...
See, fully operational once it hit 1997. So here it is, 2024, going into 2025 soon. And we know it's at full operation, you know. And we know that, you know, there's been reports of weather manipulation and different signs and, you know, meteorologists and stuff, you know, privatized that are looking into the stuff and seeing different waves and randomness, you know, strengthening of storms and, you know, but like I said, it all goes back to Yahweh Shimei Shah. All right. Let's go to the 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, so us in the know, we understand that the devil, Esau, even the so-called white man, is capable of. All right, which is the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. All right. All right, so Esau, like I said, they're the wicked. So they're the ones coming up with this wickedness. You know, but it's all according to what? The will of Yahweh Shemel Shah. That's why you're going to see, you know, more and more madness coming out about Esau. You know, that's all right. You know, it's obviously been exposed already. He can't hide it from himself anymore. Just like in Jeremiah 49 chapter, the Lord's exposing him on all angles. So, you know, I didn't want to make, you know, I don't make this too long, you know, just something to look into and just to show you that, hey, you know, Esau's patient, you know, he'll keep his agendas going. And then, like I said, they're prideful enough to just, hey, keep that information out there for the most part. You know, they try to hide certain things, but, you know, they can't get it all. So with that, I pray that was edifying to the elect. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaKakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and others, a great millstone. Kwame Yashala, Shalom.